Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearthstone 4 as we are playing as the Ottoman Empire. Alright, so let's go and jump into today's episode. First thing we're going to do here is we're going to be changing up some more of these divisions over to that 40 width design, which I did not get any suggestions for it, and I didn't really like them being called big uns for more episodes, so I just went ahead and called them both Janissaries, and we just got different end names for them. So we'll just have them both be Janissaries since they're pretty much the same design, just one's larger. One's 40 width while the other one's 20 width. And I think it works. So yeah, let's go ahead and change some of these ones in this army here over to that 40 width design. So we've already changed a few of these. We could also change up the icon here. We have them as a star as of right now, but we could always change them up to something else. Let me just see if there's anything better here. I guess you could have them like be the cross rifles and say they're cross swords. It's like these are more advanced or whatever. And you could do that. And I suppose that works. The star worked as well. We don't have anything uniquely Ottoman in here, or Muslim even. And it's a bummer we don't have that crescent in here. You'd think they would have that. I think it'd make a lot of sense to have a crescent in here. Maybe I'm just missing it, but I don't see one in here. So yeah, if we had a crescent, I'd go with that. But we'll just go with the cross rifles instead. So let's go and get some of these switched up to that new design here. So maybe like another 5. Yeah, we'll do another 5 for now. There we go. Beautiful. We got plenty of manpower, plenty of equipment to get that done. And we also need to move, we could move these guys here now if there's no potential invasion. Yeah, I don't think we'll see any invasions because the British can't get into the Mediterranean anymore. So since we don't have that issue anymore, what we could go ahead and do is just get rid of their current orders and then have them be our next invasion force. Just have them, again, just kind of set up an invasion. Doesn't really matter where, since we might not make use of it. I suppose you could just see where we might want to try and hit them. Now, we'll likely see that all these locations here will be difficult. What we might want to do is go after Ireland next, because typically they can be kind of easy. And then maybe not go through the English Channel either, since it could be difficult getting control of that. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll have them invade from over here, I suppose. Let's go and have them set up to invade Dublin. Again, we don't necessarily keep these invasions. We might do it a little bit differently. And then what we want to do is switch some of them up as well. Just kind of not do them all at the same time, so we don't like run out of equipment and stuff. And then we can go and throw some of these guys over there as well. How many do we need to fill them out? Looks like about 10 divisions. They'll be filled out. The Green Army is not filled out fully yet either. So let's go and throw 2 more over here. There we go. And go ahead and have these set up to train, but we have to wait till they lose that experience first. Alright, so can't do anything about that just yet. We get the next war goals. Let me just take a look here. One's in December and the other one's in August. When we get the 2 next war goals. We don't need to do the war propaganda here. So let's go ahead and just say we don't need to be notified about that. If I can find it somewhere. Here we go. Another thing we could do is build up the airbase here. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to use it for like naval bombing, just because neither one of these air bases is going to reach most of the zones here. We can try. Now, one thing that somebody suggested is using our cipher that we have on South Africa for this attack here. But really, there's no point in doing that, because you see that the South African units are either no longer here, or more than likely, they've been put under the control of the British. I think that's what happened. I think the South Africans gave it to the British. So even though they're South African divisions, we won't get the bonus against them. I did sink one of those English light cruisers that is stuck here in the Mediterranean. So yeah, we would only get the bonus with them if it was under the control of the South Africa. And it's not. Since it's under control of the British, we'd have to use the British cipher, which I do not want to use it for this. I don't think that's the best use of it. Our troops aren't taking any attrition here. No chance of winning, of course. But yeah, maybe we can... it could still be a good area with our submarines here. Maybe we can sink a lot of troops that are coming to either reinforce it, like those ones there, or if they try and leave to go reinforce other areas, we can sink those ones. I did get those 4 destroyers. Remember these British ships that are stuck here? And you can see they're not patrolling, 'cause, yeah, I think they want to get out of here. So it wouldn't show that they're there, but they are. And they have nowhere to go to repair, and they can't leave the Mediterranean. And so we should be able to get them destroyed. So we've gotten the war goal here. Let's go ahead and declare war on them immediately. We won't call our allies in, even though they'll be called into the war pretty soon. See how we want to do this to get to the capital as quickly as possible with as few as casualties. There's really no way to avoid attacking in the mountains. Yeah, you essentially have to attack in the mountains. Okay. Well, with that in mind, it's kind of unfortunate that I didn't set these up here, because you see that our one mountain troop is not in the mountains. So that's awesome. All right, let's go and send these guys in here, and then we'll have him go afterwards. And then right here, you can see another situation where we have one unit that could attack into the mountains here. So it might just be best to go ahead and send all these units into this province. There's no real point on cutting them off here. The key is trying to get to that port as quickly as possible before the British are able to send any reinforcements. So yeah, we should be able to win here quickly, and then we can attack right there. Okay, so we're no longer getting that benefit for building the fortifications. So that might not be the best way to get the points up, but we'll keep those there. I suppose it's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with leaving them there. So the war propaganda, let's pop back up because we have the one against Yemen, so let's get rid of that. Also, I did forget to cancel these here. So yeah, these aren't building because of the fact that you'll notice that they keep on moving a day on when they're done. See, they're not ever going to complete here because Iraq is gone. So we want to get rid of those. And we got 3 more of those British destroyers sunk. Excellent. All right, so good progress there. Let's go and take a peek, see what's happened over here. So we're to the point where we can sack the capital, so let's go and make that happen. And that should be the end of this easy conflict here. Yeah, I think once we take that capital, they should capitulate. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. So nice, easy conflict here. And with the rest of the Red Army troops, let me see where we want to put them. We'll probably want to put a few over here at the very least, but probably not. I don't think we'll split it. Well, I guess you do have a lot more territory over here, so having 12 divisions would be useful. All right, so that's what we'll do. We'll split them up. We'll have like half and half. So yeah, let's put like 1 tank unit and 1 mountain unit over here at the very least. And then with the rest of the units, whatever we have left here, let's just do 2 infantry. Oops. Okay, so we only want these 2. Alright, so they'll go over there. And then anybody who doesn't have an assignment yet, although they might have already been assigned. Yeah, it looks like they just got assigned, so they should be heading over here now. So yeah, it should be 12 and 12. So we'll have 12 divisions. Have to see how that ends up going. These guys should be taking... Oh, okay, they're still moving over to this province. So you can just stop them and... Oh, damn it. There we go. Just want you to go to your assignment. So yeah, won't need that many divisions here. But once we go into this territory, it could be defended. I highly doubt it, though. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the British don't have any troops there. Now that we've taken this territory here, we can core it. So let's go and do that. See if we can find it. Here we go. So this is going to grant us cores through the rest of the Arabian Peninsula. Somebody asked if that reduces the amount of troops you have to garrison if you have a core there. You don't have to garrison core territory at all. It does not require a garrison. There's no resistance. So yeah, we just looked at this core territory here. You can see that we don't have. It doesn't even show resistance or anything like that or compliance because that is not in effect in any area that you have cored. Now, if we went down here, you can see we have the resistance, the compliance, and who we have assigned to garrison it. But yeah, you don't have to do any of that in core territory. So that is not just giving us better access to the resources and manpower and factories there. It's also making it so we don't have to garrison it. So they're just incredibly powerful decisions. Quite useful. So we got 5 military factories assigned and 5 dockyards. So let's go ahead and figure out where we want to put these. I think this is all from the new cores, actually. Well, we have a ton of convoys, probably from that annexation of Iraq. Yeah, we got some of them from that. We've also built quite a few, I suppose. and then also from the capitulations too. So with all those convoys, we're going to want to start giving those out, though I think we're very close with Iran and Romania to move into the next level, so we might not want to give them the convoys just yet. We'll take a peek at that after we get these assigned. We're losing a lot of submarines, guys, so I just really want to put all these factories, or dockyards, excuse me, into submarines right now. I think that's the most useful thing we can get. Try and get our submarine numbers stepped up after all those losses we've taken. With the military factories, let's just take a look, see what we're shortest on, especially since we're building all those larger units. Anti-air. Yeah, I think anti-airs, we're going to want to put those. We have a lot of tanks and light self-propelled artillery. So yeah, let's go ahead and put those into anti-air. Kind of step them up just a bit, up to 10 here. And then with the rest of these, since we're looking good here, I think we're just going to put them into the planes. You can always use more planes. So we'll just get a few more planes, a few more factories put into the planes. Now you'll notice that the resources, we are short on several resources. So let's go ahead and fix this situation here. The aluminum is particularly short. We'll continue trading with southern France here. And Siam. That should be good. We'll be a little bit short on the rubber, but I think that's fine for now. All right, so yeah, we'll have more troops down here, but again, I don't think we'll be able to get a win here. Could put them all on this front, but then I think we'd start having supply issues, so really I don't think that would be worth it. Plus, it's not necessary. There's just not very many troops over there defending. We did lose a submarine here, but got a convoy sunk. That wasn't our submarine, of course. We haven't moved our submarines over there. I do intend to, once we finish here in the Mediterranean. I just want to make sure we get those British ships sunk, and we're more likely to do that if we have our submarines patrolling. But once I know that we've sunk them all, or I feel like we've sunk them all, we'll move all the planes and all the submarines to around the British Isles. So in December here, we'll be able to attack Chad. I think it's December 7th? December 9th. We'll be able to attack Chad. December 9th is my daughter's birthday. We have so much equipment, we could switch more of those units out. Also, I'd like to build some more tank units too. How many can we get? That's it. Exactly 5 there. So yeah, let's go and switch some more of these over. I never did set these guys up to train, so let's go and make that happen. But yeah, let's just go ahead and take like 5 of them. Switch them over to the larger division designs. Still getting these guys all switched over and trained. Maybe do a few more here. We'll do like 2 more. There we go, beautiful. And Chile has joined our enemies. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. But yeah, they're in the Community of Nations. As far as who we need to defeat to finish this conflict, it's just Mexico and Britain. Now, Mexico is going to be troublesome, but once we've taken the British out, it might be a little bit easier. I don't know. We'll have to see, guys. What I'm worried about is the seas, the control of the seas. I think it could be difficult to get over here and do an invasion. So we did get the Engineer Company 4. So I think we only have a few more things left to get. We could get the MPs, though. I mean, I guess it still applies because they're using our division designs. So yeah, we'll do that, and it'll help out for future areas that we're going to be garrisoning. And we're starting to run low on text to get, which means we'll be able to start focusing on like some naval text or maybe naval doctrines or whatever. And the Germans are currently losing their fleet, so this is not good because we need their fleet. Yeah, that's not good. I suppose we can go ahead and start moving our submarines over here. That'll also help avoid some of these naval invasions, or at least weaken them. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, guys. Let's go ahead and move this fleet here. We won't patrol in the Mediterranean any longer. Let's just go ahead and tell them to come over here now. Maybe not the English Channel. The English Channel's rough. So maybe not the Channel. Let's go in other locations, though we will not be able to provide air support in these regions. So that's one thing to consider. If we start taking heavy casualties, then we'll change this up. Let's not do these two. Let's just cover this here. In the attempt to try and stop trade from getting to the British, any convoys from being able to get to their homeland here without having their air force attacking our submarines, which is where I think we're going to take heavy casualties. We do need to pull these guys out of the Mediterranean completely. And then we could go in and sign a few more subs to help out here. So we do have the newer subs. We don't want to mix these two. No, we don't want to mix them. So let's go ahead and change up their icons. And we're going to do the way we typically do it, where level 2s will be this icon here, kind of torpedo looking icon here. The level 3s will be the submarine icon, and then the level 4 will be the shark icon. Just how we typically do it. Nothing special here, different. Alright, excellent. So this will be the last 2 level 2s, so they'll just be filling in these ones that have taken casualties. Try and keep them all together, you know, with their level. So we'll put one of these over here. Oops, did miss one. Again, making them into this icon here. Put them on that convoy rating, and then we'll place this one over on this task force here, or this fleet, I should say. All right, excellent. So they'll continue their efforts. Obviously, we're still pretty low on the overall submarine count, so not as many out there as I'd like. But you know, we're building them a lot more faster, and we have the better submarines as well, so they might make a bit of a difference there. We did get all 12 of the divisions here. Again, not that we need them. Man, we just got like a bunch of stuff done constructing, didn't we? I'm surprised we're not able to annex anybody. Oh, we're so close to Romania. And then Iran's pretty close as well. So that's the reason why I didn't want to do convoys, because we're very, very close to getting them done. But I expected this to be enough here. Now, we are still building one thing here, infrastructure in their capital. That might be enough. Let's just go and get something else built here, just to kind of finish this. I suppose we'll do the infrastructure. Yeah, we'll do the infrastructure here, get the oil. And we'll see if that's enough. And maybe build one more thing over here as well. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get them done. They have a little bit more points than Romania does. So let's do one factory. We'll do a factory right there. And I think we still have some civilian factories this time. We do. All right, we can take a look at the infrastructure here. I know we've gone up to level 6. Yeah, we're down to level 6 all the way through here. So that looks good. And I think that's probably high enough. Yeah, I think that's probably solid. We could look for more resources. That'd be a possibility. We could always get more military factories. That'd be helpful as well. But I think we should do some more synthetic refineries, because our rubber situation is not as good as I'd like. And we can build a lot faster in these areas too, because we have built up the infrastructure. So yeah, we're going to get 5 more refineries. I think that would be good. We could also work on radar as well. And Britain has decrypted our ciphers again. So apparently they used it last time. And we could use it against them. You know, we have decrypted their ciphers. But if I was to use it ever, I'd prefer to do it for naval invasions. Since those can be kind of difficult, and decrypting the ciphers gives you a very nice bonus for that. The other submarines are down here, kind of help us out. And you see there's just more troops, but they are back under South Africa's control. Now, here's the problem with using the cipher. We're not even close to winning. So using that cipher is not going to change it. If you just look at what the cipher grants, and so we need to go in here to take a peek at this. So like, this is the passive bonus that we're getting against them. So you see that we're getting, it's mostly helping us in the air as well as with intelligence. So that's a bonus that we get just from having them decrypted. If we click this, then for 30 days we get this bonus here. And the main thing that you're getting is a breakthrough when it comes to battles. That's really it. None of these other ones are going to help that much, with the exception to the invasion penalty. So we also get the intelligence bonus, so that's always nice as well. But the main battle one you're getting is defense and breakthrough. Defense wouldn't help us while we're attacking. Breakthrough would, so it would reduce the casualties that we're taking by 15% or so. So it's not going to make, or the damage, I should say, not the casualties, the damage that we're taking. So it's not going to make a huge difference. So you got to be pretty close to winning. For 15% to make a difference, you got to be pretty close to getting a victory there. And frankly, we can't win because there's 30-something divisions here. So again, if I had somewhere else to put the Red Army where we needed them, then I would, because frankly, there's no winning there, guys. Even with an extra 15% breakthrough. I hate that the British or excuse me, the Germans are losing their ships here. I was really hoping we could get the British fleet destroyed. Now, I'm not seeing any more British ships here. We haven't been bombing them or whatever. There might be a few, so maybe we'll just keep like 100 bombers in those two regions there. But the rest of them, we're going to pull them out of here, including the fighters. So let's go ahead and start getting the fighters moving over here, because yeah, frankly, we do not have enough, not even remotely close to enough fighters here. We'll move this guy over here. And let's see if we can't get control of the English Channel. So we'd want to move all 600 of these. And let's just move them, we'll move most of them over to this area. We'll maybe move one. Move this guy over to this one. And then we're also going to move some of those bombers. Maybe not all of them, though, because you have them coming from two areas. You have that one there, and then you have two coming from over here. So let's just move one of them, and we'll do the naval bombers since they're, obviously a bit better. All right, so now we have 600 doing naval strike, 1,000 doing air superiority, and we do have control of the skies now. All right, excellent. Let's see what we can hit there. So far, not hitting a lot of ships just yet. There are some going through here, and we are seeing damage stepping up a bit more, though. Yeah, that's nice. We could also be bombing here. That would be wise. We don't have a single bomber here, do we? So you know what? Let's go ahead and probably create a new task force, though we do not have any close air bases here. This one's all filled up. So what we might want to do is move the fighter out of here. Or we could just assign them both to attack right there. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's move the fighter out, and he'll come over here. And it looks like he can cover it all right. And then the bomber, we'll keep him here, I suppose. And we're still actually over the limit here a bit. All right, let's go ahead and create the bomber here then. So we're going to want 100 naval bombers if we have them. It looks like we should be able to get that in there. And let's have them do the naval strike here, help out our submarines. Don't have any other air bases that I think would cover this well. We have this one here. It'll cover some of it. You see the naval battles we're doing are up out here. But yeah, I'll cover a little bit of it. So we'll move them over there as soon as I finish up here. Just trying to make sure that there are British ships here in the Mediterranean, we get them sunk. So we're building up the air bases here, and this will allow us to put a few more bombers and planes here. Maybe we'll build this up one more level here. Yeah, because I think that's currently filled up, isn't it? Interesting. Okay, so I see what's going on here. We're building up this airbase here. We cannot build up that airbase there. So this airbase is way over here. So it doesn't really help us out much. Yeah. Alright, so that's kind of a shame. We can put some bombers here, though. We'll put some close air support to try and help bomb the fleet here. Let's see if they have any success. So yeah, we'll try bombing them there. That'll help our submarines out. Again, they can only reach a couple zones here, so not really all that helpful. Yeah, it only reaches... I don't even know if that's worth it, honestly. You could move them here instead. And then you won't be getting the close air support help here. Because, yeah, I don't know how well they can reach from that area. They might be able to reach. Okay, let's try doing that. Let's move these over here, and then we'll move these guys over to here. They're still currently deploying. When do they get there? The 12th of October? Yeah, we'll just wait for them. So we did finish up the research here. Let's go ahead and get the next one, which... I don't think we're going to do any of these guys. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. Yeah, I don't see any of these being all that useful to us right now. So let's get something else. Something that we're more likely to make use of. When do we get this one done here? Ooh, 5 more days. And then we'll be able to build nuclear bombs. All right, so that'll be super helpful for the invasion of the British. I was hoping we'd have that done in time. We could get some of the fuel refining techs, because although we have a lot of fuel, we're not very good at refining it. And therefore we don't... we have a lot of oil, I should say. We could be getting the fuel much quicker. Let's go with the trade interdiction, because obviously neither one of these would be all that advantageous to us. So So we're going to knock that out, and let's see what we've done over here against the British. So we lost a submarine here. Did sink a destroyer, though. Let's see what happened over here. Lost a plane. And just bombing the British fleet here. Doing a little bit of damage to them. Not much, though. Okay. We'll keep bombing them, seeing if that becomes a little bit more successful. Submarines will get a little bit of support here. I don't know how well they can support. They still got to move over here. They should be moving over there, right? Did I not do that? Yeah, I didn't do that. All right, this is going to get them moving. We did get the last model of submarine. So 1944 submarine hulls. So let's go and get the improved snorkels, and we will use the experience just to decrease that so that we can get those designed quicker. I don't see the point on designing them just yet. We'll wait until we actually get all the text for them. We also have the radar, excellent, so we can go ahead and finish building up our radar since that's the last level. We're getting all these checks at the same time. Let's do one on the fuel refining, because again, we just have so much oil, and we're kind of cruddy at refining it. Go ahead and take a peek at the radar situation now. Obviously, we don't have any radar no location to build radar over here, unfortunately. And I don't really know if there's a point on building the radar up over here anymore, since Mediterranean is essentially done. Could build a radar here, though, to help us detect the British ships here. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. It might even help us a bit on this front. So yeah, we'll get some more radar built, but yeah, not really a whole lot of options on where we want to build the radar, unfortunately. I suppose we could build over here in the Australian territory, although it looks like they already have it, and we can't even build in their territory. That's interesting. We can build in their territory, but oh, they gave this to the Germans, so they wouldn't give it to me, but they were willing to give it to the Germans. Well, that's irritating. Australia took that. That is our puppet. That should have been ours. Yeah, I feel like this is... I don't think that's working the way it should. I'm sure it's working as designed, but not working the way that it should. This is the second time that one of our subjects has given up territory that they had to Germany rather than to us, even after I had asked already. So yeah, that's kind of irritating. They should be giving that territory to us. But I know why they're doing it based on the mechanics. The reason why, of course, is because Germany has all those points. We do need to take a look at that mission we just finished. I haven't done that yet. I suppose we'll get the recon company right after we get the MPs. We need the maintenance companies as well, but we only have those in one division, so it's not as important to knock that out. You know, I think we're gonna go ahead and try and get this early, guys. I know we'll get a little bit of penalty, but yeah, I think it'll be worth it, since there's really not a whole lot of like passive bonuses that would directly help us anymore. Let's go and take a look at the completed mission here, which was to infiltrate their navy. So next we're going to want to try and steal some naval blueprints from the British. You do have to have 3 operatives to do this, but I think we do have quite a few sitting at home not doing anything. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and put Philby there. He just got done with that mission. And then we should have one more that just finished the mission. That was her. So now we have one more. And I think we're going to take the resistance guy. Yeah, let's put him over there. Commence that when ready, and let's try and steal one of the British naval blueprints. Steal some of their naval techs. We could go and switch out more of these divisions here. I guess we'll do these guys next. Do like 5 more of them. Or maybe even, let's do like 8 of them. Should hopefully have all the equipment we need, yeah. I have everything we need for that. So we could even switch out some more of these guys then. Yeah, we'll do a couple more here. Again, just slowly getting those guys all switched out until December, when we can attack Chad, and then from there we can go into the rest of the British territory here, though we still have another country that blocks us off from getting Togo and Ghana, and then of course you have Sierra Leone. So we could attack this one country here so that we can kind of connect all this, or we could do a naval invasion to get access to these. That'd be an option as well. Obviously the naval invasion would be the more difficult route, but doesn't require us to use our political power to try and get war goals or to wait for them. And we are trying to focus our political power on getting these subjects' autonomy ticked down. So we can now turn Iran into an integrated puppet. So that's what I was waiting on before I gave them any of the convoys. Still waiting on Romania. Got a few things left to build there. Alright, so with that, we can now send Iran off a bunch of convoys. So we're going to go ahead and start up a Lend-Lease and just give them a ton of convoys. Not monthly, we want to do one time. And then maybe the shift to go by 50, yeah. You know what, let's just give them a ton and try and get them annexed through this method, because we have a lot of convoys. So yeah, let's just do 1,300 for right now, because I think we're still building there as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and send them off 1,300 convoys, and that should allow us to annex them pretty soon. Basically, as soon as that all gets shipped off to them. Sinking some convoys over here. We can hope that those are troop convoys. We also have a military factory, a couple military factories, a bunch of military factories. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these assigned. Let's just see how we're doing here. A lot of infantry equipment. I know that some of it is outdated, of course, but I don't think we're going to put any more into that. Losing a lot of artillery here as we build those larger division designs. Anti-air is still what we're shortest on, though, from what I'm seeing here. Yeah, the anti-air is still very much the issue. So yeah, let's go and pump into that a bit more. You know, actually, let's just go all the way up to the 15 factories here. I don't think we need to do the anti-tanks. Yeah, I feel like artillery is okay as well. So the rest of these will probably go into the planes. I'm never quite happy with our plane situation. Of course, this is requiring a ton of resources that we don't have. And nothing left to trade with the Germans for. Okay, let's go ahead and trade with Spain then. Yeah, we'll trade with Spain. Still need more rubber. I don't know how much Siam still has for us. I got enough for this time. They have a ton of aluminum here, so aluminum's not going to be an issue. But we do have to give a lot of civilian factories off to get that. We lost another one of our aces, unfortunately. And I think we're going to put this on speed 5 since we're just waiting for the war goal, which is taking a bit longer because of the fact that I did 2 war goals at the same time. Not the best way to do it. But yeah, lots of troop convoys coming through here. And remember, we're getting some actual support from our planes now. Although, you can see here they weren't able to reach there. I did sink 2 convoys there. Let me just take a look, see how far these guys are able to reach. I'm surprised they weren't able to assist us on that. Oh, okay, we haven't signed. No, though, they're assigned to the right region. It's just this is over that. Okay, so yeah, they're assigned there. They just didn't help for whatever reason. There they are, attacking these destroyers, though. They're just trying to get the British fleet destroyed, but not having a lot of success outside of what we did in the Mediterranean. Ever since we left the Mediterranean, we haven't really seen much success here on bombing their fleet. A couple destroyers sunk, got that one light cruiser sunk, which I don't even think we did. I think the Germans did that. And so yeah, not having a whole lot of success. These are all troop convoys that are coming through here that we're able to sink, so those are good casualties that we're causing to them. They want to provide us some convoys since we just gave them a ton, and we're going to say no. Let's take a look. They want to give the convoys right back. We'll take a look, see how close we are to getting them capitulated. Or I said capitulated, I meant annexed. We haven't got any points just yet from that. Okay, so they must have already had convoys. I'm not sure, since we haven't even given them that shot of convoys. Look at all these troop convoys we were sneaking, guys, because these are all troop convoys. I don't know if the British are coming back home, now if they're facing potential invasion from us, or if they're just sending troops out. Hard to say. Well, what we do know is that we are getting very good casualties there. That's what we want to see. Alright, so we did decrypt their cipher. Again, these are all ciphers that we don't actually need. We do have a lot of air experience to use. We need to use that right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and figure out who we want to decrypt next. Let's see who's all a potential choice over here, since there's really not anybody else in the British faction, I don't think. Could be mistaken. Let me just double check if there's anybody in the British faction that we haven't done that we might want to do. Did we do Canada? Well, sure, we could take a peek, see if we've done Canada already. Yeah, we've already completed them. We could do Ecuador. We have fought some of them, so could always do Ecuador. I guess that'd be a possibility. Let me just take a peek over here, just in case we find any of them over here, and see if any of them are worth it. I suppose we could do Communist China. Yeah, we'll do them, and then maybe we'll do Ecuador next or something. I don't know if we're going to attack that faction just yet. Let's see how long it takes to win this war, guys. Because it's not just against the British. We also have to invade Mexico, and that's going to be time-consuming. Again, it could be quite problematic, actually, because of the fact that we don't control the sea. And even after we defeat the British, it doesn't take away their fleet. We still have to contend with their fleet. Yeah, I just don't think we'll be able to win here, guys. Yeah, even if you got that 15% bonus, it's not going to be enough. They have to remove some of the divisions here. And you see it has gone back into the control of the British. Okay, well, that's interesting. Well, maybe if we use our cipher against them when we do our invasions, if that's still under British control, then we could always... these guys here, let's just... No, we can't change their division design up. We'll just put them over here for now. But yeah, if we use the cipher when we attack the British, then perhaps at that point... we'll try the attack down there if those divisions are still in British control. I think what's happening is they just keep on giving them back to South Africa, or South Africa asks for them back, and then they ask again and give it back to them. Yeah, thinking good convoy numbers over here. Yeah, these are all troop convoys as well. Yeah, I think we are doing stupid numbers of casualties to them in these areas. This is working out quite well for us. Yeah, this is exactly what we need to do to be able to defeat the British here. Now, you see an invasion was successful here, but it was in an area that did not have a port, so it wasn't a challenging... it wasn't very challenging to put down. I think this is Romania here. No, this is Iran, because we gave them all that, all those convoys. We are already able to annex them. Romania is very close, but you know, I'd rather annex than to just take them down to integrated puppet. So let's go ahead and do that. And now we have... completely annexed Iran. Now with Iran, we will not be able to core this territory as you would expect. So the fact that the Ottomans didn't control this. I think the only territory left that we could core if we conquered is this territory here in the Balkans. You can core that. The Greek territory, we'd have to get control of the Italian provinces, at least that one. And that might be the only one we need still. But yeah, we can't do that until we get control of that, which is not possible because Italy has it. So we won't be able to core that. And then there's the rest of North Africa as well. We could get all this cored too, but again, there's really no way to get all of it because it's in Italian hands. With Italy coming into Central Powers, it was always going to cause a conflict for us. All right, so let's go and see what we want to get. We still are working on Romania. We could just give them a big chunk of convoys again, as we did with Iran. That worked out well. Suppose we can start building over here in Afghanistan, though I don't know if there's anything worth building. You get like 2. Yeah, that's probably not worth it. I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we'd do it anyway, yeah, because it doesn't really matter. The point is just trying to get them annexed. We get more nuclear reactors since we just got that tech. And so we're working on getting our nuclear bombs, so why not get them a little bit faster for the invasions? So yeah, we're going to fill those out, get a few more nuclear reactors, guys. And then we have to deal with all of these Iranian divisions here. I have quite a few here. So we could switch them all up to our own division designs. Let me just take a look. Maybe switch them all over to the smaller one. We'd run out of anti-air. Get a bunch of infantry equipment. Requires only 33,000 manpower. Okay, yeah, this would cause some issues. Maybe we should get rid of some of the division designs. I mean, there's a lot of divisions here, guys. So you know what, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and just take a few of them and just get rid of them. Like this cab one here. Maybe all the ones with the lowest training. Just kind of get rid of them, get their manpower, get their equipment back. You get rid of like 10 or something like that. How many are in here total? 43 divisions total. So yeah, a lot of divisions in here. So yeah, let's just get rid of a bunch of them. Let's get like rid of 15 of them. And then the rest of them can then be changed over to our units here. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, so let's switch those all up, throw them into this train army over here. All right, so with these guys, I think we're just gonna finish them up and get all the units here changed over to the 40 width. Same thing with this army here. Let's get whatever's left. Oops, we only have one selected. All 6 of the remaining divisions. and get them changed up here. So we should be able to disband all of the Iranian templates. Don't need these any longer. Looks like we still have some divisions that we did not switch up. Not sure where these are at or how we missed them. Let's just take a peek here. And not seeing them over here, they must have been somewhere else. Yeah, I think that's probably what happened. Yeah, you have 2 divisions here. Let's just disband those. Yeah, we're going to disband those ones, but there's 2 more somewhere. Where are they? There's one. I could leave him over here, I suppose. But yeah, we're just going to disband him. I don't need these divisions here, guys. So there's one more somewhere out there. Could look in our... I guess you have the unassigned divisions. And is it this guy here? This guy will change over. Put him in that training army. So we got a lot more divisions now. Again, though, division numbers haven't really been the issue throughout most of this campaign, outside of when we were fighting the Russians, where we didn't have enough divisions. And really nothing to do to increase that. These guys are finally starting to take some attrition here, so that's good. But yeah, outside of the war against the Russians, we haven't really had a problem with division numbers. The problem has always been supply. It's been supply for pretty much the entire campaign. Again, outside of that Russian conflict, which was a little bit different than everything else we've been doing so far. We can develop more oil fields. We have a lot of oil, though. I prefer to save the manpower for annexations, since we want to work on Romania next. And I think we have them to the point where we probably could annex them if we had the political power. That's mainly what we're lacking at this point. Let's go and take a look. We can now attack Chad. Okay. But yeah, sunk up a bunch of convoys over here, and these are troop convoys as well. So having a lot more success here. Maybe these guys attempted to leave. Let's see if we can win in a battle. No. It is getting closer, though, guys. It is getting closer. So yeah, we're going to want to attack Chad here. Just kind of go through these naval battles, see what all we sunk here. Yeah, I think we're doing stupid amounts of casualties to the British right now in the seas. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything we want to switch up here. We could put more planes over here, since I think they might have a bit more success. The problem, of course, is that... Oh, it's not full now. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some naval bombers over here if we have any. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Just these ones here. There's not very many. Alright, so we don't actually have as many naval bombers as I thought, so we'll have to use some close air support for this task. Actually, you know, let's go ahead and go up to a full 200 here. And get them doing some naval strikes. Let's see if they have some success here. Oh yes, I forgot all about our air experience. Never did spend that. So yeah, let's go ahead and spend it on the fighters. Improve the fighter some. We can't improve them by much. Could get the better range, or we can instead go with weapons and engines and get the air attack up a bit, or the max speed. So that'd be one option. The other option would be instead get the range and step them up by 120 kilometers. I think that's what we're going to do, actually. Let's step the range up. Alright, so let's go and decommission those, and then we're going to want to change over these fighters to the new model. Lose a little bit of experience, but lose a little bit of their efficiency, but not too much. Alright, excellent. Sunk convoy there. Just trying to get that fleet damage, but just not having as much success as I'd like to see. German's willing to give us some equipment, so go ahead and take that. And we did get that improved submarine snorkel, which means we can get the better submarines out there. So I don't think there's anything else we need that would directly help the submarines outside of passive bonuses. So maybe you might want to start working on those. Like, for instance, getting the smoke generators, fleet speed while retreating. Yeah, I think that might be the only one that we could get, actually. That would help. Yeah, don't need the torpedoes unless you're going to... Oh, I guess you could do the magnetic detonators. Yeah, I suppose that works. We haven't done the torpedo upgrades, the passive bonus ones. So yeah, let's go ahead and increase that torpedo attack. That'd help out quite a bit. I didn't even realize we hadn't gotten those yet. Seeing a lot more invasions from the British here. That allows us to bomb them. Just cause them more casualties, and when they do win, they typically win in areas where they don't have a port, which means you can just kind of get them completely wiped out. Just an easy way to wipe out a ton of British divisions. So the British, I think, are going to have a huge number of casualties this episode. I forgot we could declare war in Chad, so let's go ahead and do that. We got a lot happening now, mostly with those naval battles. Let's go to attack with all of our units here. Again, should be a nice, easy conflict. The problem, though, is that the British will now know that we're going to be coming into their territory. I assume they'll start sending troops to this port here, and I think we'll have Chad defeated before they get here, but that means they'll have them here defending this territory. So this could be a little bit more difficult to take, Cameroon and Nigeria. They might even pull the troops from over here, though. That's a possibility. What we could do is bring our submarine fleet up this way, but we were just taking such heavy losses when we did that before that I don't really want to do that again. Yeah, so we could bring them up that way, but I don't know that it's going to be worth it, the losses that we're going to take, since we don't have any air support over there either. So I just don't think we're going to do that. So bombing the fleet here. Looks like we might be able to get that one light cruiser sunk. We got a battleship with some low health as well. There's a chance we could get one of these sunk. We might have to start bombing their ports, though. That we'll start taking heavier losses from the AA that's located in those states. Now we can turn this down a little bit since we are actually doing a battle here. Got that military police. Let's go and get the recon company next. And then we'll get these guys set up so they push forward. We want him to go this way. Yeah, and as soon as they get here, we'll send them off on their orders over here. Whoever gets to the capital first, it's a race. And yeah, these guys are gonna take a while to catch up to those tanks. The tanks will likely be the ones who finish this job. We want to make sure they push as fast as they can, though. Let's see who gets there first. 17 hours compared to 18 hours. Okay, so we'll let that guy take that province there. This guy's instead going to push towards the ports. So we have 2 ports we have to take in order to ensure that the British can't put any troops in this territory. So he's going to continue going where he's at, and then he's going to come over here and grab that port, and then the infantry will fill in all this territory. And yeah, we'll see our allies are going to pump troops over here, which will obviously just be more frustrating than helpful. Just going to make sure that these guys get a planning bonus. And then after they're done, well, we got to figure out what we want to do next. Again, we could do naval invasions. They might be a bit risky. It would probably be easier to just attack here, and then we could just push into all that territory and get it all connected. We also want to attack Central African Republic. Is this who we want to attack first? Let me just see if there's any other targets. Yeah, I think we will. Now, I did want to mention something about Yugoslavia here, though. But yeah, let's go ahead and justify a war goal here. It's going to be 24 political power, 120 days to get that done. So we'll probably get it done right about the point that we get our troops on that border. Sunk 2 more convoys there. Might have battled or damaged some of their ships. Seems like we did. Sunk a destroyer there. We are losing some planes here, but also sinking quite a few convoys. Got another destroyer sunk there. Excellent. So with the situation here, guys, if we were to attack here, because obviously that's something you might want to do to make it look better, and you know, just kind of fill this in between us and Austria-Hungary's territory. The problem with this location is that half of the country in Yugoslavia, which remember they are, I want to say they're all together. Oh, they've actually, okay, so they've actually been freed. Okay, I was going to say that they are all Serbia's puppets, because that's the way it was originally set up, but it seems that's no longer the case. Yeah, they are no longer puppets of Serbia. But if you attack one of them, you attack all of them, just because they're all on the people's front. So that's the first thing to consider, that if you attack them, then you have to go fight in Asia, which I'm not terribly interested in doing. Yeah, we have to, Sinking is fine, but then we got to invade into China, then we have to invade into Japan. Really extends the conflict into a direction that I don't know that we were initially planning on going. Again, I'm okay with getting Sinking. I think it makes sense for our Turks here. But yeah, going all the way into China and Japan, that's quite an extension of the conflict, especially because of the fact we still have to go against Mexico. So that's one thing to consider. The other thing to consider is that half of the country here, half of Yugoslavia, is going to go to Austria no matter what, because Austria has the claims on here. Now, I guess Italy could get some of this as well, so it's going to go to either Austria or Italy. But yeah, they have claims on all this territory here. I think it stops right there. And they might have claims. Yeah, they do have claims on this as well. So that automatically goes to them. Not that we could stop them from getting that anyway. And so the only territory we can even get is, you know, Serbia, Kosovo, and Montenegro. And I guess you could also get this province here, but I don't think we would get there before them. Maybe. I guess we're somewhat close. But yeah, a lot of this is going to go to Austria. We only get a little bit of the territory here. So we're basically extending the war by quite a bit for a small, maybe a little bit of territory, which we might not even get all of that. As Austria might get over here before us. It's a possibility. If we put all our troops up on the border, I don't know who would push here first, but Austria could very well get the state of Serbia here. And yeah, they'd get basically almost all the country. I don't know. I don't know that it's worth it. Attacking here, trying to get those troops there wiped out. We do need to come back over to Chad and make sure that the infantry, I mean, obviously they're falling way behind the tanks, so most of their time is going to be spent just moving here. Do we not get this either? Do they have claims there too? That's frustrating. Yeah, the Germans have all these claims on this territory. Yep, so they're going to get control of all that. Alright, that's a real shame. So yeah, we take all this over, and then it's just going into German hands. Although, this one is not supposed to go in German hands, but this one was. So now we're in a pickle where we got to go back. Can we not get into... No, there's no way to get in that territory because they took control. Oh, that's so frustrating. There was no way to stop it either. Oh, if you had attacked from this province, and nope, there's no way. Yeah, that blocks it. So there's really nothing to be done about that. Yeah, that's a real shame. I was thinking maybe you could go up around here and then to there, but yeah, this is water here. Oh, Lord. All right, so that's a real bummer. Germany's going to get control of all this. I was really hoping to get the rubber here in Nigeria. That's a shame. Yep, German's just taking all the territory that we work so hard to get. I know it's not hard work. I mean, it's just driving, but still, it's our territory rightfully. Yeah, we don't need any of these divisions here. Let's take a look at all these naval battles here. We're actually starting to sink some of their fleet. Light cruiser, destroyer sunk there. There's a destroyer, more convoys, another destroyer, a bunch of them. Yeah, there we go. That's what we need to see, guys. That is what we need to see. All right, so let's go to move some more of these submarines out there. These are all the level 3, so with the level 3 submarines, remember we're going to be designing them differently. So let's go ahead and pull them out, put them over here, maybe fill in that one there, and then maybe also fill in these two here. And you know what? We did not design our new submarines yet, so we need to do that still. We got them, but then didn't design them. That was my bad. So we're building these ones here unnecessarily, these older ones. So let's just build one more. I can't believe I forgot about that, guys. So yeah, let's go and get the new submarine models designed with the new snorkels on there, the improved snorkels, the better submarine tubes. And this is probably going to be the last thing we do here. Better engines as well. Yeah, big jump to the attack there. We're up by 18 more points. Reducing our sub-visibility as well. And of course, we already know the name is going to be Suleiman. Alright, excellent. Decommission those, and let's go and get these placed out there and ready to build. So we'll do 3 lines of them. And looks like we also need a dockyard for these convoys. Not really a big deal though, because we have plenty of convoys at the moment. So we'll just do five of those ones, I suppose. And then let's go ahead and get these filled in here. Oops, clicked the wrong button there. Alright, excellent. So yeah, as soon as they finish up building these last 3, we'll be able to start getting the new ones out there. Let's go ahead and use this last one here. We'll just go ahead and place into its own. Oh, that's not how I wanted to do that. And go ahead and get them out there convoy raiding. Alright, excellent. So yeah, they'll continue helping us out here, trying to get those British convoys sunk. And we'll continue pushing forward here, moving into West Africa, getting all this territory for Germany, apparently. We take a look, see if anything's changed here. Yeah, there's less troops here. Alright, so maybe if we use the use our cipher when we do the invasion of the British, if we attack here, since we'll get that bonus if, you know, we use the British one, then maybe that might be enough, especially if we're able to move some more troops down there, since 12 was probably unnecessary here. So we could even move a few more divisions down there if we wanted to. Now, as for our invasions here, guys, we're just getting them all trained up, getting them all changed over as well, over to that new division design. But they are just about trained up. And so we'll want to set up multiple invasions here. I'm not trying to rely on just 2 of them, though I might send the full 24 over here against Ireland, just because I feel like we have a good chance of success here. So just get all 12 divisions pushing into Ireland, taking that territory real quick, and then do further invasions from Ireland. Also use it as a base for our planes. But this one here we'll likely want to split up into at least 2. We either do 2 invasions of 12 or 3 invasions of 8, because the chance of actually being successful in East Anglia is, you know, pretty low. So we'd probably want to attack up here in, you know, northern England, or maybe even up into Scotland, perhaps. So yeah, let's see what we want to do there with those invasions, but they're just about ready. So yeah, we're gonna want to get those sent off. Also, we need to get a tank army brought over there. That probably won't go on the invasion. We already have some tanks on the invasion. We don't have any on this one. But I already have some tanks here, and that's plenty enough, honestly, because tanks don't do well in invasions. And then have a tank army just sitting here waiting for us to take a port, and then they'll go straight in the port and try and push it forward as quickly as possible. So yeah, we want to change up those armies a little bit, essentially. And maybe give these guys 1 or 2 tanks. I don't like that they don't have any tanks. So yeah, we're going to change up their designs a little bit, change up their orders, and start getting ready for this invasion of the British Isles. Because, of course, the main reason why I was waiting here is so we can get the nuclear bombs. Because those are going to be key. If we can get a nuclear bomb, then we could actually win in a place like here. In fact, we could win anywhere, more than likely. As long as there's not too many divisions in a location that has too high of a fortification. But none of these have extremely high fortifications. So yeah, we could just drop a nuclear bomb over here, and that could be the way to get victory. We could also do that over here, but we'd have to have a nice surplus of bombs before I was willing to use it here. But yeah, we could drop a nuclear bomb there as well to, you know, tip it into our favor and get the final victory there. Yeah, the nukes are gonna really help us out. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next one, and thanks for watching.